Get in there, my son. Dark Magician best deck. Got to platinum. Hoorah! Stick around for the deck profile, guys, because this deck is hella crazy. Loads of combos. It's me, the Minyon from AllCast Irish Gamers. Drop your gamer tag in the comments. Here's mine here, and we will get a game in the future. So yes, this is my Dark Magician deck. It went through a few builds. I ran it with like Super Poly, and I had like a lot of trap cards in it, and Ice Dragon's Prison and stuff. I dropped them all. This is what I ended up getting the platinum with in the end. So you got your 2 Dark Magicians, that's a staple. You got 3 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is optional because you've got Skil Drain in there, but I think he's great and he helps you go into the Borreload play. 3 Magician Souls, 3 Maxi. You gotta have 3 Maxi. Everyone else is doing it. If you can't beat them, join them. Also works really well with Nibiru, because more often than not, if you don't have Nibiru starting off, because I've only got 2 of them in there, you'll draw into it with your Maxi. You got 2 Apprentice Illusion Magician, because you know she helps get Dark Magician to your hand. She's really helpful in that sense, and she's a hand trap. And of course, your 1 Mega Brick. Now that's not to say that Dark Magician Girl doesn't come in handy, but she is a brick. Let's be honest. We got 3 Magician's Rod. Key of the deck. He will search pretty much anything you need. He is the main staple. I've got 1 Terraforming in there because you know Terraforming will help you get either of your 2 field cards. Bond between teacher and student is crazy. I love this card. It only searches your 1 card, but it really helps, and it gets Dark Magician Girl on the field. We've got 1 Magicalized Fusion to help go into your fusion plays. 2 Lightning Storm, because you gotta have it. You know, more often than not, you are gonna go second, and you're gonna face a lot of Eldritch. Fusion deployment, I put 1 copy of this in, and in the end I ended up dropping this and the Torrential Tributes for 3 draws. So it's up to you really, but it does help get Dark Magician out of your deck. 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters and 1 Magician Salvation. It's a shame you can't run the 2 of them, but you are going to use one then the other, but they are great cards. They will help you win games. We got 2 Magician Circle, or Dark Magical Circle, top card, and Monster Reborn. That will help, you know, if your Dark Magician's in the graveyard, be able to banish stuff. Banishing stuff is key with this deck. You beat a lot of decks that way. 1 Secrets of Dark Magic, and of course 3 Soul Servant. The pride and joy of this deck really helps. Draw 2 almost every time, and of course 1 Dark Burning Magic. What a card! It's this with Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl on the field. It's a Zeus. You're Zeusing them. And of course the 2 Torrential Tributes. Now I did drop them for Droll and Lockbird because I was coming up against a lot of Exodia decks, and it just had to be done. Skil Drain, 2 copies, because it just shuts down everything. It's really, really good. And 1 Eternal Soul. I did play 2, but I dropped it to 1 in the end because I was bricking on it a little bit. But that's the main deck. Now extra deck wise, you can kind of mess around with it a bit, but this is what I went for. Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Very rarely summon them, but when you do, it's because you want to protect your back row. Dark Magicians, I've literally won games because of this card, because of the amount of card advantage I was getting off it, or the fact that it would get destroyed and float into the 2 monsters, and then I could use Dark Burning Magic. It really helps. Mysterion, won games, 100%. If you don't know this card, put it in your Dark Magician deck. It's lethal. Quintet Magician, very rarely summon them, I must say, but he is there with the option of your Magicalized Fusion. Borreload Savage, I summoned once or twice, not really at the very first turn, but he did come in later on, deep in the game. Now Norito is really, Naruto, whatever the hell his name is, he's really only in there to climb into Eben Illusion, and then Eben Illusion, because we're only running 2 Dark Magicians, his effect is going to be useless, so he's really just there to climb into Zeus. I don't recommend going into Zeus if you've got your Eternal Soul on the field, because it will pop him after it goes, but the Zeus play is always good. Link Spider, just the 1, you only need the 1. Imduk, class card. A lot of people forget about his effect to destroy a card before the battle phase, or before the attack. Really, really good, comes in handy. Artemis is just a link 1 to get rid of Magician's Rod. That's all she is, but it does the job, and she is essential. Predaplant, not as useful without Dragoon in the deck, but it is still useful to go into your Magicalized Fusion play, and you can even use Fusion Deployment if you had to, but I wouldn't advise it. This card, Blackluster Soldier Chaos, 1 game, no messing around, can't be targeted, gains crazy effects, super card, highly recommended for any Dark Magician deck. And Selene's really just in there to climb into Accesscode, let's be honest, but she will help special summon, and then if you've got like other cards on the field it'll help as well, but she's really just there, get into Accesscode, beat over your opponent's monster, destroy their board, and push for game. This is really simple deck, this is everything it is. Now you can mess around with it a little bit, but this is the core of the deck. Best of luck, try it out, and I hope you have fun, guys. See you later.